Welcome back for round two. Yeah, I want to play first. Let's do that then. How do I feel about this? Pretty good. Pretty good. We've got dude into thing into stuff. We could certainly see better hands, but this will work. Again, leading with the mountain because we have the two wolves. And we'd like to hit one of those. We've got a couple 2-drops we could draw. I would like to draw a 2-drop. Alright, mountain go. Lum Dryad? Vessel? Nothing? Okay. Well, like, we've got the wombo combo of Geist into Mangler to get it through, plus press for answers, so I think that's probably going to be our initial game plan. Depending on if we need to block something here or not. Yeah, like that guy's fine. As long as they don't have two things that can stop it, that's fine. Even if they do and we draw another island, we can mangle and press to get the 3/3 unblockable going. Okay, so it may be a little while before we're able to do that, as in next turn. I don't see any reason not to attack with it. Like if we had the first strike spell, this would be a great place to use it. So may as well see if they're going to play around it or not. So again, it could mangle, but I like the idea of mangling and pressing next turn to get that guy in. So let's just play a killer. They've missed some land drops. They could be dealing with a 4/4 and no blockers. Or not. I guess this is just a perfect time for us to pass and play the Spirit. Like, I'll wait until we draw another way to get this guy through. It's an interesting start to a board state. I feel like we're in pretty good shape when we slam the Spirit end of turn. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a problem as this game continues to go, but it's not a problem right now. Which I think makes me want to just get the blockers out of the way and swing for the most damage I can. Like, this does trade these two off, but I'm kind of okay with that. Because even if he hits a land, he's likely got to trade his Tireless Tracker off with this guy. We'll see if he pops the clue or not. Okay, so he got a land. He has one land. God, the +3/+0 in first strike would be so good. Well, didn't not have it. There's no point in not popping this now. It only gets us in 2 points of damage this turn, but that guy's got to die. Like, now he's got 3 turns to deal with the Spirit. Which maybe he can do, we'll see. That won't do it. So I guess he's splashing Avacyn's Judgment in his black-green Delirium deck. That kind of makes more sense than what we saw so far, because, like, these guys don't go in a green-red deck. Again, I guess if he's got an instant, there's no reason throwing that away. Oh, it seems like a weird place to chomp. Unless you're just dying to get Delirium going. Which maybe he is, and he thinks he's going to race me with those things? Hitting the 2 swamps has to be good too, because I'd imagine he's main black. Well, or he could just draw more. I think those have to be 4 action cards though, right? I think so. Yeah, bring it, buddy. Like, we got no blocks. So it's our option if we want to throw a guy away in to get some damage. We don't. It's now all about the Air Force. That's neat. I think we play this. It's not going to deal him any damage, but it might draw us a burn spell. Or a creature we can't cast, but that's alright. He can hit us for a lot of damage here, but I think we're probably still fine. Well, now we're going to need some help, aren't we? Stupid kindly stranger. Yeah, I think I have to draw a burn spell now. I stand a good chance at losing this game. Alright, so 7, 8, 9. Let's see, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. I can go to 4. Instead of going to 4, I could go to 8. Does that actually change anything? I don't think it does. So what am I hoping to draw? A burn spell into another burn spell does it? I'm just not sure that these guys are super valuable. Like, I can block one of these and kill it, or I can block that guy and prevent some damage. I guess if I block one of these guys... Well, if he activates the Kindly Stranger, I've got 2 more draws for the 2 burn spells in the deck. If he doesn't, then I get to keep a blocker for next turn. So, okay, we'll do that. Like, combat tricks get us, etc., etc. The life gain spell's pretty bad for us. But I don't think he's in a position to be able to kill this with the Kindly Stranger to get a 2-for-1. He kind of can't cast a spell either. He's just going to do it now. That makes sense. We still have draws. We don't have many. It's got to be, I think, a burn spell right now, followed by another one. That's not one. So we're clearly casting this guy. Can we block enough stuff to not die? So let's say we block here in first strike and chump that. We take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not dead. It's close, but it is not dead. Like, this guy just trades for that, so that's already a good block, and we can block there, take 4 going to 3, and still have some live draws. Again, assuming they have nothing. Nothing in their hand, and they're going to draw a land at the end of turn. So unfortunately, I think we still have the same draws we had last time, except maybe we can actually hit them. All right, there's the Geist Blast. That is one of the things we needed. So if I block this and he pumps it, he can go 3 pumps. And I could block it and Geist Strike it down. The problem is I'm still dead to the other stuff. I don't think attacking does anything because he just chumps. I think we just have to hope that we hit Fiery Temper end of turn. That'd be great. Well, that's not Fiery Temper. Well, let's see if our opponent can make a mistake. I've got 2 cards in hand. Maybe they have to be a little careful. Mad Prophet, okay. So I first strike this guy, blast that guy. I'm taking 4, 5, 6, 7, which is enough, unfortunately, for me to be dead. If I could get rid of that, I'm still dead. Yeah, I'd have to be able to bounce this and kill that, which I unfortunately cannot do. That was really close. I can't believe they got out of that. Was the next card Fiery Temper? No? Okay. So I do like the double Spiteful Motives here. I wanted to cut it in the last matchup. I don't think that I do here. Silent Observer blocks a lot of their things, but I don't think I'm interested in blocking. I'm trying to decide if something like the Senseless Rage is worth it. I realize it only combos with the Bloodseeker, but that probably means it's not. I guess it combos with Lightning Axe too. But Spiteful Motives is just better and does the same thing. Let's run that. Yes, I'd like to play first. This looks reasonable. If he's got some good stuff, we could be in a little bit of trouble. I will play the mountain in case we hit another mountain. May as well have the first striker. But even if we whiff there, we can go Homunculus into Mangler. I would like to hit another mountain or another 3-drop or 2-drop next turn. Well, that works. So there's what, a 0% chance he blocks this? That's another kind of unbeatable card. But we'll do what we can. Tracker and Recruiter in the same deck are difficult to beat. Doesn't mean it can't be beat, just that it's difficult. Well, there's a Geist Blast. That certainly solves the problem, doesn't it? I mean, I'm tempted to mangle an attack for 5. But you just don't let this thing live when you have the opportunity to kill it. We can mangle next turn. He's missing 2 of his other colors. God, how good would a mountain be here? Pretty good, you say? I think it would be. So we've got good game against opponents who are mana screwed. Of course, that's what I thought last game, and then they were able to stabilize and annihilate us. I think we just wait and flash in the spirit if we even need to. Like, they may just scoop them up here. Alright. It's not over yet. I still think I like our plan. Chasm's interesting. Chasm's very interesting on the draw, because they're more likely to be able to stabilize and get a bunch of crap down. And we're going to have all these stupid ground creatures just sitting there. I think I actually want that. Could cut a land. We could cut a Spiteful Motives. I think I can cut one of the Spiteful Motives for the Chasm here. Although, if I'm worried about getting through the stupid 0-4, Spiteful Motives does that just as well. Both of them need creatures. This breaks a board stall, but so does this. All you have to do is be able to attack and not be stupid about when you use it. I could see it being a souped up press for answers, though. That I think I could do. I mean, that does get you the card back. But on the draw, I don't think we're going to be quite as aggressive. I'll try this. No, okay, this seems fine. Not great, but acceptable. It has good draws. They mulled to 6. That's got to be good. Which is something that's going to happen when you're playing a 3-color deck. Again, leading with the mountain in case we draw the wolf. This starts to look like a reasonable-ish hand. Well, there you go. Okay. This is not what the duelist wants to be doing, but it's what he can be doing. So I guess no matter how good your opponent's deck is, they can still get mana screwed. What can I say? I'm a genius. Playing the motives just exposes us to more stuff, whereas we can start slamming Storm Rider Spirits and be fine. I can Lightning Axe that and play the wolf. Or I can just Spiteful Motives and hold up Lightning Axe. I'll do that. Like, now he's got to deal with a 6/2 first strike and a flyer on that many mana. Like, even if he Kibblers it, he's still taking a crap ton of damage. Our motives, they are spiteful. I mean, sure. I was gonna say if we draw a land, it's easy. Well, why not just cast it? Well, there you go. Never give up, never surrender. See you for round 3 in just a second.